We just finished the first UPL event, and obviously we had some awesome guests, Dave and Kathy. How did it go today, guys? Did you have a good time? What do you think?
Oh, it was a wonderful time seeing these guys and watching the best sized anglers in Minnesota. Anyway, we don't have a whole lot of out-of-staters that come to this, but just to see their styles and their cadence and what they're fishing with. And I'd really like to thank you for kind of bringing the original Trap Attacks to the next level.
Sure. Thanks, Dave.
And it's been really been fun to watch how smooth it run, and you've got these guys pretty well trained.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well trained.
Yell loud at times, I guess. But did you have fun today, Kathy? You've been at tons of tournaments the last 10 years. Even when the Trap Attack stopped, you kind of ran with the NAFC. You've been all over the place. Did we live up to par a little bit today?
Absolutely. And, I think it was fun because there wasn't a feeling of that. The guys fished together. You could see that they were not just competitors, but they fished together and they're friends out there on the ice. And that's a really fun thing to see. You can see that it's a good competition out there.
Absolutely. And we had some nice weights. We had somebody get 10.5 pounds, which Dave pretty much guessed before. 10.52 was the winner, and Dave guessed it's going to be 10.5 pounds today. So that's pretty darn cool. We had multiple bags over 9 pounds.
Yeah.
We had a bluegill that tied the second biggest in all-time history of the UPL at 0.9.
It was a beauty.
It was amazing. I was shocked.
And it was over 10 inches long.
Yeah, 10 and a quarter. A 10 and a quarter inch bluegill within 60 miles of Minneapolis is
amazing.
A tough one to catch.
Yeah.
And many bluegills, I don't know how many we weighed over a half pound. I don't know, because we'd weigh their biggest fish and there was 10 others like it.
Yeah.
No, it was a lot of fun. I really appreciate you guys coming out. I know you got to run around and talk to some of the teams and see how they fish.
And enjoyed out there. And again, they wanted you to come up and talk to them. Some of the other tournaments I've done over the years, they don't want anybody coming close to them. Over here they were open and wanted you to come up. And what really helps the audience when they get to hear what they're catching the fish on. And so it makes your Facebook Live that much better because of the competitors.
Absolutely. And a big shout out to Thane Jensen. I know he was running around with you too, going live. He goes live every single tournament, chasing around, following the bite, asking questions, being goofy. His hat's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I've
seen that hat he's got on. But no, Pokegama, I think, showed up today. Like I said, we had some big bags, a lot of fun. I was surprised at how many white crappies came to the scales, how many nice sized bluegills. And you can't predict the weather, but we had good weather. And I think because of it, everyone had fun, stayed mobile, and caught some fish. So I know you guys got a little bit of journey ahead of you. I know Dave's going to head west and hit Montana and Idaho and all kinds of stuff. But we still got a lot of fun season ahead of us.
This is my driver.
Oh, you get to drive and catch?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you going to let him catch any?
Maybe.
Catch some Z's. That's what I'll be catching on the way.
So Kathy drives. You can just nap in the passenger seat. Nice. I love it. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming out.
Absolutely.
And event 1, UPL, Pokegama is in the books. Like I said, a lot of great fish, a lot of smiles, a lot of fun, a lot of great sponsor prizes. Thanks to everyone involved, especially the two of you, and we'll catch you next time. We just finished the first UPL event, and I got the winners with me out here on Lake Pokegama. You guys cracked 10.52 pounds, which, don't quote me on it, I think that's a top 7-ish all-time UPL history, and also your guys' first time Lake. How'd it go today, boys?
That was pretty good. He started off with a hot hand, and we got our bluegills right away, and then we had to work for the crappies around lunchtime.
Nice.
Yeah, expecting to get crappies kind of right away, but they really weren't there. So we just focused on bluegills and had a game plan to go after crappies later.
How was it today compared to, let's say, pre-fishing?
I only pre-fished one day, so Clayton's been out for a couple days. So
I pre-fished last week, and last week was actually probably a little bit like today, except the bluegills were a lot smaller and tougher to get. But we found a spot yesterday, we found a crib, and we fished that, and the bluegills were definitely there this morning.
Nice.
We figured that, with all the pressure, the teams out here pre-fishing for the last couple of weeks, that things were going to get a little bit tougher and tougher. We'd seen pictures online of some good fish that were caught, and just realized that it's probably not going to see that many fish caught. So fortunately, we came across a crib that nobody else was on. There weren't any other holes by it, so we had it to ourselves in the morning and just stacked the fish.
Sure. Care to share what you caught him on, or is that a top secret?
I'll let him go first because he started catching the fish first.
I was fishing tungsten, 3mm tungsten with plastics at first, and then I kind of switched over to tungsten with Hylla. After that, they started getting a little bit more finicky. After that morning bite kind of died down.
Sure.
I was switching for the bluegills. First, I was fishing the the white drop jig with some chigger fries, and then we figured out the larva, and they were eating the larva pretty good, so we started using live bait a little bit more for the bluegills. But he was catching the big ones on black plastics at first, and
Sure.
then for the crappies, we changed gears a little bit, and we knew we had to get the bigger fish, and I was using a pinhead. I think he was too. He had the gold and pink one, right?
Yeah.
And I had Dakota Angler's got a custom color. It's Wonder Bread.
Wonder Bread, yeah.
So I got some of those from Ben, and yeah, that's all I fished today with a chigger fry.
So I'll tell you what, boys, this is your first time in the UPL as a team,
Yeah.
and how is that for starting off your UPL career?
Good. Got some
fun?
UPL wood for the wall.
You got some. There you go.
It's good to be back. I mean, I miss fishing, a good group of people, fun people to fish with. It's not so serious like, you know, some other circuits and stuff, and it's good to be back, and it's a good way to start off the season, that's for sure.
How do you think the rest of the season is going to go?
Green Lake's going to be awesome.
Looking forward to that one.
It's going to be fun. So, boys, awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the league. Good job. So, at UPL, just finished the first event, Lake Pokegama. I got Ryan Hylla, Clayton, Kettering taking the plaques today at 10.52 pounds. We'll catch you next time.